EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Seahawk defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Penix working out of the gun here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Here we go, sack.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Man, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
What up? Say what?
On the handoff, Benson running right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
All right.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And a catch right side by Evans. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Benson, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time for Benson. And this time he is in. Trey Benson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine me.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Trey Benson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. Touchdown, Carolina! Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're 4-4 at the midway point, Let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Stafford is
Carolina defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass charge.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade, the American. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense.
Under pressure, they got him again. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now Penix. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. To the air, Penix. Wright's got it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Third down and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on third down, Stafford. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Mike Evans, 70 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Alex Highsmith, his second sack of the night. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over turnover inside the 15-yard line.
Man, I hate him like this.
Hey, play ball!
Whoever tricked me into getting this fool.
Back to throw, Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Trey Benson,
Yeah, they tricked me,
on his
man.
way to a monster
That's
game.
that,
3
but he
first-half
just takes so long. He ain't got
touchdowns.
no
And the
abilities,
Seahawks have
but
taken the lead.
like I can't audible or nothing with him. Take forever
Looks
to
for the
hike the
extra
ball.
point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They'll throw with Penix. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. And this one's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Here's Penix. Complete to right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again, Penix. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, Penix. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Now Stafford. That's taken in by Franklin. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Stafford. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Pass taken in.
Come on, Matt.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, it's Benson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 45 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here we go.
Here's Stafford. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cole Kmet from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out.
Come on, push that.
Behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. B.J. Ojulari able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Look, they told you he was the number one defense.
5 yards deep
Thought
into
they
the
was
red
playing.
zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Benson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Easy, easy. Like 7.
They'll go again with Benson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Stafford going to change it up here. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's right. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back to throw now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adonai Mitchell, 54 yards. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 71 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 10. In motion right, that's Wilson. To throw is Stafford.
Come on!
Just a little beyond the reach there.
Come on, man!
He wishes he had back.
That was terrible.
Or maybe even routes.
Come on, baby!
Because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I got lucky with that.
In motion, the tight end. They snap it to Stafford. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They run over center with Benson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing is Stafford. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Man, if they give me a penalty.
Stafford. Now look at this. They get the turnover.
This nigga takes so long that I gotta rush it.
And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
Man, that was the game drive.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll go again here with Wright. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 38. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And some space here. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 56 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They'll give this to Wright, running right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
I had this game won.
Jalen Wright, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down. Now Stafford.
Look at
Oh, look
this.
at this. It's intercepted.
I
Picked
checked
up
this
by Minka
game off.
Fitzpatrick. And he will bring this
I checked this game off. Come on. So garbage.
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by
2
accident.
turnovers.
That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before.
Up
They know
14
certain
points.
situations, type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hey. 50-50.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stafford now to throw. Open man here is Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Staring him right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
59.
Now it's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is
I just checked this whole game off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six.
That is crazy.
Now, there's a reason they call him the ball-breaking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there after he got it. He took it all the way to the
Dominated this game.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? It's just the type of play they expect from him. He delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stafford here coming off his pick six. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I
Talked
didn't
about it,
know.
CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Hey, middle. Monday.
Stafford now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I ought to be ashamed
Get
of
into these
myself.
two-minute drill situations, and you often get tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Panthers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the field and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Panthers, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Choke that thing.